We were meeting before the workday ended, then we were playing after.
I mean, whatever you want to do.
I don't know. We'll decide. We'll decide by the end of the stream. We got to decide. We'll do that. But so we've got shit. What was I even saying? I smoke too much weed for my own good.
You were saying when we were meeting, this is the setup for D&D.
Yeah. So this is how we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna have the 6 players like around the table, and then like we've got our microphones all be set up so that like you can hear each side of it, and then like all the action will be taking place out here, where I will be. Am I supposed to try to kill you all? Like, how's this game work for the people who don't know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Facts.
Realistically, no, because it'd be boring that
It
way.
would be very boring. I know a lot of DMs who get weirdly adversarial like that. Like, I don't even understand that. Like, no, as a DM, I'm not impressed when you're like, yeah, I kill off a lot of characters. Now, as another player, more impressed, you know?
I agree.
If you got away with killing a bunch of player characters and you're still in people's games, you're doing good. You're doing great, really. So, we will be here. I think the game starts at 7, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to run it until 10, 11?
Yeah. Whenever,
Question
at
mark.
least 10.
Whatever works. So we're going to announce today the people who are going to be in the party. And it's not everybody who wanted it, so nobody's allowed to be mad at me. I couldn't include everybody. That's not my fault. One is going to be absentee. Normally, that would directly disqualify you immediately, but because of who this person is, I'm required to make sure they're good. So, do you want to announce them? Do you want to announce everybody who's going to be playing?
So there's gonna be me.
This is true.
I am me.
Desmond.
As one of the probably hopefully not a leader. I don't want to be a leader.
You guys just play the characters. You know, whatever happens,
I'm
happens.
hoping I don't.
Whatever happens in D&D stays in D&D.
Evangeline.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Christopher. Which it's gonna be hard to. I hope I'm in his party. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna distract him the whole time.
And then Chris.
Christopher and Chris.
Yes. Double Chris.
And Will.
And Will.
Will, who again, I owe him a slot on my fan.
Well,
I've been tattooing that guy.
If Will doesn't come, new name won't.
Well,
Just
that's
saying.
true. That's true.
saying.
He's already said he would come though, so we're good on that one.
Oh, he's told me he'll come all the time, and he never comes
To
ever.
this one because we sprung it on him last minute. He's not Mike Spring Lane.
No.
But he will be at the next one. So his character is going to be played by somebody at the table.
I think the best part of this whole thing, because we have a place where we can play it, and it's a business, and we already are going to be here, and most of our party is already here.
Yeah.
Being able to rotate different people in will be nice, because that's the worst part of D&D is getting everybody together, but being able to do like a journey with everybody.
I don't think we're going to have trouble getting everybody together. I think that's going to be really simple. I think, I don't know, for me, I'm excited about the potential, like, 7th rotating character, right? But so for everybody who did not make it onto the roster, we had excruciatingly difficult decisions to make. There was a little bit of randomness involved in it as well, because that's the nature of us. And, I don't know, we'll probably let you play, like, the rotating character, right?
Yeah.
Because we want to do that as well, so that we can kind of include everybody. So, but then that leads us to characters. We got to decide not just on characters, but who's going to play what character. We got to do that at some point.
Before that, yes. So D&D is the main thing we will be doing.
Yes.
But there will be Spellfire if you want to bring other card games, Magic. I mean, most people.
I would love to have somebody run Magic. That would be really cool.
That is a secondary thing we are trying to do. Is we're going to do these somewhat nerdy nights. It'd be nice to do other nerdy things.
This
That might-
annoying me. I'll have to fix that later.
It's weird that it's that cord when I have this janky little baby cord.
I think it's because of like the stiffness of the cord as being a pain
Yeah.
in the ass. Is there like the same buzzy noise for them?
It's
Did you hear that on
only
your
when
phone?
we're talking.
Okay, that's not that bad. We'll get that fixed tomorrow, though. Right now, we're using this thing, which is like our field podcast equipment garbage. It's not really our good stuff. So tomorrow, we'll have the good stuff. We'll have the good stuff for you. We'll have good sound. It'll be nice. I swear.
So, Magic, really any card games or anything like that. That's pretty much what what we'll do on these nights.
Yeah.
We might have other nights as well for specifically those, but for the D&D nights, you can just come hang out, be on stream.
Man, you sound crystal clear in your
I know.
microphone. It sounds good as fuck over there.
So I like this setup a lot more, like face to face. It just feels better.
It's kind of dope. I don't know if I want to do this every single time, but we could come up with a setup. I could do a new overlay 3.0.
Yeah,
I don't mind doing that.
But yeah, I think that's about it for those nights or these nights. Is that we'll just be nerding out.
Yeah, Mary will be running Spellfire. She's over there, and then it'll probably be at that table there.
Yes.
So, and then whoever gets to use my deck for any of the games is fucking in luck.
I also have a
It is
bunch of Magic cards, and I already have 6 decks. So
Okay. Most people only have one. That's impressive.
they're not fully
How
fleshed out, but they
Big
are
are the
good.
decks?
I don't know.
Do you think that's the
can't
size of the deck that matters, or really how you use it?
Yes, it is actually factually more about the size of the deck than
Really
anything. Yeah,
interesting.
makes it easier. you know?
Magic's really not a good game. You know, like not everyone's got a giant deck to be working with, and I think that it's shameful to attack people for that. But yeah, so we got that, and then we got to figure out characters, and then we will stream the D&D game, but in the background you'll be able to see people getting pissed off at each other in Spellfire, because that game gets mean. And then we'll still have the foosball table and fucking pool. And then we haven't decided on a format yet, but I'm thinking like the idea being we'll set it up where we do like an hour and 15 of streaming, take like a brief intermission, and then come back and stream some more game kind of deal.
Yeah.
So that I can smoke marijuana.
I mean, it does get monotonous playing D&D for a long time without any break.
You've never seen me DM, you dick.
I'm not saying it won't be fun.
It will be non-monotonous. I've written a whole thing just in case it gets monotonous, where we can randomly roll stuff to prevent monotony. So it should be fine.
I think we should just put on a soundtrack, and then we do musical chairs,
Okay.
and then we take one of the people out of the party. And
They
you're
die.
Just,
Your
just
character's
fucked.
dead. Give me your sheets. You know?
Roll the dice.
No, real talk. I'm using like a stock adventure too. It's gonna be awesome. Like not just a stock adventure, but the free stock adventure.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. But I like it because like I was reading I've got to finish the module tonight, but I was reading the module. It's got like this whole concept behind it of like it's this frontier town area, and like there's like this mining stuff going on, and like kidnapped people and fucking ransom and hidden layers, and it's like this is fucking perfect, right? It feels like a good season of Westworld. That's what it feels like. So
All right.
I think this is gonna be a fun one.
I think it'll be fun.
But it's also nice because it's like they thought of a lot of shit for it. So it's like if you go off the rails one direction or the other, who really gives a shit? You're always gonna end up coming back to some fun shit.
Yeah.
So it should be a good adventure.
I like that 5th edition combat doesn't feel monotonous, because that's really where everything bogs down.
I feel like it feels the same as like 3.5.
Yeah.
Right. But there are like some weird ones, like Inspiration Point. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
It's dependent on. I mean, they're all called different, or some of them are called different. But like fighters get extra X, or
I know it says something to the effect of you could use an inspiration point to like get advantage or negate disadvantage on attacks and stuff. And it's like I'll have to reread this. This is confusing. But like the hit point system when you get reduced to 0 is more confusing now than I think it's ever been. But I also think it's fairer for the players than it's ever been.
What is the cutoff for rolling to see if you can get back up? Because
once you're reduced to 0, you have to roll every round in order to see if you have like a closer to death or closer to life kind of thing. If someone comes and stabilizes you, that goes away. But as soon as you accumulate 3 of either one, it takes you one direction or the other, right? But if you're reduced to negative your maximum hit points at any one given time, you die. But it always resets you to 0 kind of at the end of that round. So it's like they have to do that much damage all at one time. It doesn't just like you could die any fucking time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's an impressive ass system. Like, it's going to take me a minute to like learn how to roll with it DM wise, but I think it's going to be fucking sick.
I just don't know is it anything above 10 his
I
saving
don't
roll?
remember.
I wonder what the saving rolls
So
are.
the
We'll
interface-
figure it out. It's easy.
Well,
but-
the interface I'm going to use while I'm DMing is
Mhm.
like this is, it'll tell you, run this combat encounter, and then when you do that, you can link to all the different basic rules for combat and stuff right from there.
Gotcha.
So it's actually really fucking sweet.
I haven't DM'd digitally ever.
Like $5 a month for this. We're rolling dice in person though.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it digitally, and you can do them on your phone when you're here if you want. But I'm gonna bring a bunch of fucking dice up. I've got them. I'm gonna bring a bunch of miniatures. We've got some we need to put together for tomorrow that are like goblins and shit like that. But I'm gonna bring all that shit up, and then over time I want to like kind of order a bunch more of it so we can start having like real fucking, I don't know, shit laid out on the table. Make it fun. Make it cool.
Peek behind the curtain.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm probably going to roll my dice digitally, though, so that nobody knows what the rolls are, because I'm going to probably be very similar to Whose Line Is It Anyway. I don't really give a shit what the dice rolls are on the DM's end. We're just going to have a good time. If the dice rolls don't work well, I'm going to ignore them. I'm just letting everybody know that right now. I cheat as a DM. I don't even give a shit. I'll do it.
Well,
So, we need Star Crunches. Strawberry shortcake rolls,
Mhm.
cosmic brownies, preferably not the cosmic ones. I prefer the ones with the like nut on top of them. But no, that said,
all right,
cosmic
word.
it is.
That's called a cream pie, but
no, that's
that's
a different
inside.
that's
Oh
a
yeah, yeah,
different
yeah.
thing. We gotta get like some little Debbie snacks and shit though, right? Like we'll already have like soda, like I need proper little Debbie snacks. Just my 2 cents on that. We should
Okay.
work on that.
All right.
And then, like, at some point, we have to choose characters. Got to do that shit.
I still go back to we should just roll once everybody gets here.
No, I mean, like, we got to choose which ones are going to be in the game,
Well, I know that part.
right? So, like, how do we want to do that?
How many do we have? We have
Okay,
8 total.
So there's 6 total characters, and then 6 more characters to
Okay.
interchange with those 6. So we got to decide which sets of them we're trying to go with here.
correct? Okay.
That's what we got to do. So do we want to put it up to like a vote? I know we had said we were going to do that, or do we want to play it like real D&D style and D20 this shit?
I think we should D20 it.
I wish we had more D20 here. That'd be even better.
I wish I had my 100.
Okay, so we do have 2 D10 because we've got a D100, right? So could do a D10 versus a D10 and go that route.
Do we have 2D? We don't have 2D10.
We do because you got a D100. So that's
Oh,
a
yeah,
D10.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
a
yeah.
D10 in your hand.
Oh, I meant like an actual big 100, like 1
Nah.
through 100.
No, like you got the standard 100-sided, right? And you can roll for one set, and Evangeline can roll for the other set.
Okay.
That seems fair.
And we don't even know what's set, right? We're
Well-
just with.
Well, no, we're gonna go over each set of characters that we're gonna be choosing between,
Mhm.
and then you'll roll for one, she'll roll for the other.
Gotcha. All right, let's do this. Not you. You aren't needed now. Yet.
You're gonna be in a second.
You will be.
Lazy son of a bitch. Well, D&D Beyond. That's what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Need it.
You will need that. That D&D Beyond's taking forever to load, dude.
I mean, you
hate
can
when it
do it
does
on your
this.
phone, but I think an iPad's just better. You can see things better.
I'm definitely iPading that bad boy.
Well,
Honestly,
split
it
screen
makes it-
action.
Makes
What's
it
up,
like
Sean?
the same size as like your character sheet would really be. What up, Sean? Sean, do you have any dice at home, Sean? Do you have a D10 that you can roll so you can help us pick characters?
Listen, if Kugelman is a D&D'er, I'd be surprised.
You
No
don't have to
offense,
be a
I've just
D&D'er
known
to have a
forever.
D10. Even if he had like a D6, we could go that route, right?
Well, yeah.
And then he could roll, and we'll just take his word on what he rolled.
Go pop up in the Monopoly.
I love doing shit this way. This is so stupid, and I love it. All right, so I got to go into our campaign. I'm sorry,
I know.
I got lost again.
There's a lot of stuff.
All right, so I've got our active characters here, and I'm trying to remember how I divided these up.
Oh boy.
Let me pull up an Excel spreadsheet to figure this out. This is how I handle my problems in life, Desmond. I Excel spreadsheet them.
I'm just imagining us choosing the characters is like that scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're all basically the same characters, but they meet like when they're like, oh, well, oh, it's nice seeing you. And then they just keep walking and they're like, huh.
Are you calling me a bad writer?
No.
It feels like you are.
Just that's the exit for the other characters in my brain.
It already hurt too much.
Well, that's what she said.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Nothing that is followed by "that's what she said" is usually ever anything good.
All right. So the first set of them that we got to roll for sure is the pairs, because I created 2 sets of pairs and we have to choose for them because like the pairs are already connected to each other character wise prior to having met the group kind of thing. So the first pair of them is a halfling who is a ranger, and she works directly for a local noble who is the other one who is a bard and is an elf.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Elion the Fair is the elf. And then Orana Rivergrove is the halfling.
Okay.
The other pair would be a brother and sister half-orc. And the sister is a monk who grew up in a monastery after her parents were killed, so she was orphaned and taken care of them by them, and she's the younger of the two. She looks mostly orcish. And then the brother looks mostly human, and he is, where are you at? Level 1 barbarian, level 1 paladin.
Mm-hmm.
And he grew up in the same monastery.
Mm-hmm.
So that's those are our 2 ones. And his name is Kazul, and hers is Amamex. These are randomly generated, by the way. I didn't make these up. Amamex. Amy is her nickname.
Okay.
And then his nickname is Kaz, because Kazul, you know.
All right.
So those are the 2 that we're rolling for, and then we get to decide who's rolling for what.
Wait.
Okay, so Sean said, I tried to play D&D in junior high school, but I wasn't nerdy enough for the D&D kids. Their words, not mine. That's fair. Those fucking nerds in high school, they just kind of dicks, if we're being honest. I mean, look at Revenge of the Nerds. They rape girls in that movie.
Sheesh.
The nerds are not good guys, you know?
So what are we doing?
So we got to choose between those 2 sets of characters, and we're trying to find out if Sean has dice or not.
Okay.
So, Sean, do you have dice?
I feel like flipping a coin also works in this scenario.
No, that's not very D&D at all.
It's a 2-sided die.
That's not a 2-sided die. That's a coin. That's a game of chance still.
They're super
They're
clicky.
super clicky. But do you have dice? If you have a 20-sided or a 10-sided die, I'm going to be very excited about this. If not, I'm going to have Evangeline come over here. She's got a glove on too. It'll look kind of villainous. I guess that's kind of cool, you know. And then we'll roll a D10 versus a D10. So which ones are you rolling for, Desmond?
I want the half orcs.
You're rolling for the half orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if Sean's got any dice at all, he's rolling then for the elf and halfling. If he doesn't have dice, Evangeline comes over and rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever gets the highest, that's the group. That's the ones that move forward.
I want these half orcs so bad.
I feel like they could be good, especially because they don't have like half-orc professions at all. He says I don't even have a board game. Sean, you don't have to have a board game to have dice. What about cool things like craps? That's cool.
Yeah.
Dice games are cool in general.
Gambling is fun, kids.
Gambling is cool, kids, and imitatable, and you should do it. While you're at it, grab some grape flavored vape.
Yep.
Evangeline, you got to come over and you got to roll. Get over here where they can see you. Over there, not over by me. Weirdo. Where are you going? Over like you're in one of the seats, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. Sit down. Holy crap. Evangeline, you follow instructions so poorly. All right. So he says, I have Farkle, just not Orlando. All right, so Evangeline, you're rolling for the elf and the halfling. Go. Roll. The D10 that's in front of you. We gave you what you need.
7.
7. Ouch. Desmond, go.
Half orcs.
Ready, set, go.
3.
Oh, Desmond lost out on the
Fucking
half.
Christ.
All right, so those are backup characters now. Those are backup characters.
God damn it, those were the coolest ones.
All right.
Out of all of them.
So
You ruined this.
all right, this next one I know for sure is another pairing that I came up with. So Let me find this other one real quick. All right, so one of them is Brother Roland Brightaxe, who is a level 2 cleric from the War Domain.
Mm-hmm.
He's less interested in the cleric part, though. He was a chaplain in like a mercenary army.
Mm-hmm.
He drinks a lot. And he's like Friar Tuck, but if Friar Tuck was constantly trying to fuck you,
Okay.
right? The other one has a higher charisma and is a dragonborn sorcerer, both red dragon blood, right? And he's like really suave and likes to pick up on chicks and dudes and is reptilian gender wise the way that they are in Jurassic Park, where it can be whatever it needs to be in the moment, really.
Okay. Isn't the chaplain also afraid of dragons?
No,
Who was that?
I don't think he's the one. Let me check though, because it might be him. It might be him.
Because I thought they were paired.
They might be. It would have been funny to make both of those potentially end up in the same party. Let me double check though, because you might be right. You know me. I smoke too much for my own good.
I'm just making sure, because that adds a whole level of.
Just so we
I
remember,
want that to happen. In the
marijuana
party.
affects the memory.
Like, I want someone to have to talk to me.
Please don't touch me.
look
You look slimy.
No, I just can't.
I think I put it all in her notes. Yeah, it is
Okay.
actually him. So
Yep.
they won't be in the same party together, at least initially.
Okay, that's
My
fine.
bad. So
But they are a pair we're rolling for, correct?
yes.
Okay, perfect.
So which one do you want to be?
I want that one.
You
So
want the
I'm
cleric.
hoping that I roll high.
All right, so you're the cleric
I mean,
and you're the dragon. Go.
50.
That's not 50, it's 5. So okay, so the cleric wins. Right?
cleric wins. Horny cleric, man.
Right. Horny ass cleric wins. Those are my favorite kind of characters. Calm down, dog. Calm down. All right, let's see. Next, I've got. All right, so Rose, the butcher's daughter, who is like a 6 foot something human paladin, and she has a cursed sword. Versus Ulrich von Speeroff, the sage, who is a level 2 human wizard, but his background is that he only recently stopped being a vampire thrall. So from his early years all the way to 45, he's been enslaved to a vampire that he recently killed, and for like 2 years has been free.
Okay.
But he's like 47. Those are the two.
All right, so we already have a ranger. What is the halfling? Crap.
Like I don't even remember. There's so many. It's a ranger. It isn't.
Oh, the halfling ranger,
The
and then
halfling
the
ranger.
elf is
The elf is a bard.
bard. Okay, so we have bard, cleric, and ranger so far.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's a weird spattering.
Her sword.
Uh-oh. All right, so those are the next two.
Oh boy.
I want the person.
Yeah.
You're rolling for Rose?
And yeah,
Go.
please win. 70. Oh, 7. 3. Yes, again. Yes.
So Rose wins. That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. I was really fond of that one. All right, so that means we got 2 more pairings left, right? So, where are we at?
This is a weird part. So paladin, ranger, bard,
Butcher's daughter.
cleric. So we got 4.
Let me double check something really fast.
The cleric is the chaplain, the one that's horny and wants to drink. Of the war domain. I'm bad with names, so
All right, so we've got Eastwin, who is a level 1 cleric, level 1 druid from the life domain, and is a half elf, and kind of a loner, and used to live by herself after she was like run out of a village, and is now just like finally has friends. That's her. Yeah, it's on the character sheet, man, but I don't remember it off the top of my
Yeah.
head. So we got that. And then there would be, I think this is the other one. Double check just to be sure.
Mm-hmm. We need a spellcaster that isn't a bard in our group.
I mean, do you though?
Cleric is barely that.
All right, so then the other one would be, where did you go? I can't remember names for shit, even when I'm the one who wrote them down. All right, so then the other one that you would potentially have for that is Torrig the Younger, who is a level 2 dwarf barbarian fighter from a noble family that provides mead to like the dwarven kings. But he's kind of a fuck up, so they kicked him out. And so he's just on the road. So those are your two.
Uh.
So we got 2 exiled people.
Mm-hmm.
What do you would have picked?
I'll go druid.
Okay, so you're going with the elf,
Yeah.
and you're going with the dwarf. Roll. 2. Not good, not good.
Well,
5.
we got a druid.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then that leaves me one more, right? There's just one more pairing. So that would have to be Vance the Kraken, who is a level 2 half-elf fighter rogue, and he's also black. So if you don't end up choosing him, you're both racist against half-elves and you're racist against black people in real life.
I'm only half racist towards elves.
Which part? The human part? That part sucks. All right, so we got Vance the Kraken, right, who is a well-written character and one of my favorites, versus Kesis the Exile, who is a level 2 elf rogue who used to work for a guild in Kalimshan and then was framed and had to run away to avoid getting murdered, but is still worried about that happening. Whereas Vance
Oh God, Sean.
was actually a pirate, and he's a pirate because he was like a merchant sailor. His like whole thing got waylaid and all his people got killed and everything, and so he became a pirate trying to hunt down the other pirates, and then eventually was just a fucking pirate.
So they're both pirates?
So he's a pirate. The other one's not a pirate. The other one is a thief from like a thieves guild.
Oh, okay, wait. I was looking at chat.
That's
I know what's
fine,
going on
that's
now.
fine. So we got Vance the pirate versus Kesis.
All right.
Those are your two.
I'm fine with either. So
Choose.
I'd rather have the fighter, but I don't think I'm winning this roll. So
Choose.
I'll pick full thief.
Your Kesis.
Yes.
Let's go.
10.
Oh, that's a 10. Damn.
Oh man, please get 100.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
another 10. That's another 10. Okay, so roll again.
All right. We need the
I'm
fighter.
gonna be disappointed if you win. I'm gonna be disappointed if I'm being honest. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So
So
we
we
get the
got-
pirate instead.
We got rogue pirate.
All right. So Elion the Fair and Orana is his ward.
We need a fucking spellcaster.
Brother Roland. Rose. I mean, this is a very heavily cleric stacked team
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah. Eastwin and Vance.
A
Oh,
lot of people that confused.
Is that it?
not a wizard amongst them.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
a one.
this is gonna be druids can
sorta,
get there.
Sorta. They're not really wizards. They're more clerics, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
That's like a cleric subclass. You're healing things more
Okay.
often than
I
hurting
like
them.
clerics.
We're gonna have this is gonna be a weird conversation because we're all in a party.
I feel like we got enough people that are like, I'll punch our way out of this solution. And
Oh shit, I didn't even read fucking Sean's thing. This might actually be a problem. We're gonna have to fire someone from the group.
Mm.
I'll hire Oscar to come in. He'll be in the group. It's fine.
All
I
right.
got you. I'm sorry, Evangeline, you're out if I can get Oscar tomorrow. Yeah. Sucks to be you. So
So
I feel like that's one of my favorite characters out of all of them. It's like the pirate guy is my shit. So we got that.
we have we have a paladin, tanky boy, tanky girl.
Is she though?
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
I It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. I want to know who's playing who. I wish we were choosing that.
Yeah. We're choosing that on day of because I think
Yeah.
that'll really jumble everything up.
I want to be Rose so bad, dude. I want that cursed sword.
I hope you're not Rose. It's too on the nose for you. It's totally your type of character. Who should be Rose if we were choosing?
It should be me.
It should be Mike.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Right.
then we're running around
kill
without
it.
a paladin for a little bit. Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Just saying, like, Mike running a paladin that's got a cursed sword that makes the paladin have to kill innocent people. I'm fine with that.
I think he'd be a perfect. He'd be a good swashbuckler.
The other one is who's playing the fuck boy? Right. Like brother
It's
rolling
so
fuck
funny.
boy.
How old is Brother Rowan?
I don't remember.
Old.
I don't remember.
Has to be old.
I think
No, I
Decently
mean,
old.
because you're talking about like this is the Middle Ages, so no one's that old.
they gotta be youngest 30. I mean, oldest 30.
That's not necessarily true.
Dang.
No.
I have no idea.
You don't. You don't know. I'm sure I have it on his character sheet somewhere. Let's go features and traits. So brother Roland is
53.
blah 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 blah. No, that's not even where it's at apparently.
I don't know who I want to be out of all these.
Right, look at
That's a
that.
scary thing.
I feel like it's gonna be fun kind of no matter what, right? Maybe it's under description. Maybe that's where I should be at. So brother Roland is 25 years old.
Oh, okay.
He is 6 foot tall, chaotic good, male, blue eyes, medium in size, and worships Tyr.
The War God?
The Forgotten Realms version of Tyr,
Okay.
which I want to say is Justice. I think it's Justice. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Justice. So there's that, right? I feel like Rose is my favorite too because like I originally built her around like some random generated stuff, but also like a picture that I found in like the avatars because a lot of these were just like I found one where I was like, yeah, that character looks cool as fuck, and just went off like the avatar. So like this is like her avatar. I don't know how well anyone at home could see that,
Oh,
but
she
like
looks like a-
right, she kind of looks dark. She looks like a broody, scary, sexy gothic queen.
What's
Wee.
her what's her god?
her god? Let me find out.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoa.
Because
me
that's
find
gonna be upsetting depending on what I for the character, I
Torm, god of duty.
okay.
She's 6'2", dark blue eyes, lawful good, and has brown hair, and is 32 years old, 185 pounds.
Okay, word.
She's a beast, sexy
Alright.
beast.
It's gonna be
So,
weird. Like if I was running this all the characters by myself, I know exactly how to build them. It's gonna be a shit show.
it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. And then like if any of them die, I've got the alternate characters to bring in, right? Because like some of those are, I'm upset that they're on the cutting room floor right now, but like the other characters are good too.
Listen, you know me. I got a track record with my characters.
It's true. What's
I
up?
also have an idea for picking the characters for each person.
Okay. How are you
All
doing?
right, we don't have to do this, but we should all just roll and we do a draft by whoever gets the highest thing.
A draft.
Yeah.
So they get to pick,
Either
Or-
pick something for somebody else or they pick their own.
Like white elephant.
or what
Almost.
if I have them already in an order you guys don't realize, and whoever gets the highest gets the first one,
Or
just
that,
the
yeah.
top character
Yeah.
on the stack.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Yeah, have everybody pick their order of their numbers. All right. Everybody go on a line.
Man, I can't hear you real well. We're gonna have to get another microphone over there for tomorrow.
I think this will be fine.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
directional.
horrible.
But
That's
if I
horrible.
speak like this weirdly,
that
it'll
would
be
just have
fine.
like one per side of the table, because if it was like this far away and facing, like I hear myself just fine like this.
yeah.
I have a weird muffled
anyone
voice,
hear
but
me?
like, I always have a weird muffled voice. It's kind of nature of what I do.
Well, we also will have. This is okay.
Right? It awfully works.
It's fine.
Let's go ahead and fix mine.
Oh,
Okay, that
Jesus.
sounds great, minus the interference.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just
Going
caused a
over,
bunch of new interference. My bad.
it's going over the transmitter, but it's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Stop
Everything's
it.
fine.
This is not fine. Evangeline, you were supposed to set
Oh,
this
that's
up
good.
properly.
Oh, you had it good.
I got it. Stab it.
Oh, it might be that. There's a grounding issue somewhere.
Something's off. Something's fucking off. But what
Yeah,
are you,
I mean,
what
this
are you
is
gonna
fun.
do? So yeah, so definitely fucking tune in for this. This is gonna be fun, I think. So at 7 o'clock, that's when we'll fucking start, and we'll have everybody sit down. We'll roll for characters. Everybody can acquaint themselves with the characters real quick. I'm gonna work tonight probably on writing like, I don't know, like a backstory for each character in terms of like how we arrive where we're at in the adventure.
Mm.
Because I think the way I want to do it is like give each of you like the intro that you give to the whole party, but like everybody to get kind of like an individual synopsis of like, but why are you here? How did you arrive here? That only your character knows, you know?
I was chopping my meat at the shop. Y'all moseyed on in for some of my slab of meat.
Oh my god.
I'm Rose.
Rose the Butcher's
My
daughter.
big pally meat.
I'm really interested to see who plays
Also,
Brother Roland.
What kind of paladin?
What do you mean?
What kind of paladin? What? How?
A Torm Paladin?
But there's different. Oh, I'm not level 3 yet. Never mind.
Yeah. Nobody said you were going to be Rose.
No, I'm going to be Rose.
Nobody said you were
I-
going to be Rose.
I fucking feel it in my bones.
in your bones. No, I don't know who's gonna be who, but I feel like she's gonna be one of my favorite characters. And then like I'm interested in finding out who the party leader is gonna be because you have to play your character's personalities. So some of them really want to be, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean they're qualified to be. So it's gonna be very conflicting. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
The bard
I can't
could be
wait.
fun, just as a role playing part of it.
Yeah, I'm real entertained to see like how much of the module we're gonna get through. Because based on like my reading speed of it, it's like, well, this could be a one-night adventure. But man, I doubt that.
We'll see.
Right? Like it never ends up
We
that
might
way.
be able to. Yeah,
But I feel like it takes me about that like the time to really read through it, digest it, and understand it. So it's like I feel playtime wise, it's probably gonna be a little longer than that.
yeah. Well, if we get through it fast, then whatever.
If we get through it in one night, I'm just gonna buy some more fucking modules or something. There is like, I kind of want to write the next one, just because there's so many little hooks in this adventure, where like certain characters could end up being like, oh well, I joined this organization and like picked up these friends and decided this is my new motive in life. So it's like I'd like to kind of follow those and do kind of stuff that's oriented around the group instead of just generalized adventures. You know,
Yeah.
I think that could be a lot of fun. So I might write the next one. Maybe. I'm not guaranteeing shit, but I might write the next one. Because I'm a nice guy like that.
Well, maybe.
Y'all are fucking welcome. So, recap. Who all's playing and who all are the characters?
We got 2 Chris's.
Both Chris's.
We got a single Evangeline.
and Evangeline.
Myself.
Is it Evangeline Lilly?
No,
No.
it's me.
Oh,
Evangeline
fuck.
Lilly.
Evangeline Lilly's famous and cool.
And Will.
Well,
Okay. If Evangeline Lilly decides to show up, she gets your spot, though. She is more famous than you
she
are.
died recently.
She's also talented. She did not die. She's an Ant-Man.
No, she's dead.
She's very talented. What are you talking
No, she's just
about?
lost, okay?
She's just in the quantum realm. It's not a big deal. Didn't that come out? Oh, shit.
I
That's
think-
out today.
yeah.
Fuck, I wanted to go watch that tonight. God damn it. I have so much work to do.
Get fucked.
Oh, my God,
Was
Desmond.
he?
I want to go watch that movie. Maybe I'll take Ronan out there and I'll just fucking stay up late tonight. Yeah, does anybody else want to watch that movie? I want to go watch that shit.
I didn't even get to look at this.
Might.
I'm not gonna pay for everybody, but like, I definitely want to go fucking watch that movie. I gotta eat beforehand though. I haven't eaten fucking
They
shit
got
today.
food for
Dying.
Trimax.
I'm dying. I'm not buying theater food, that's for sure though.
Anyways.
Doesn't that overlay look dope? Right, that's a good overlay for such a short notice, right?
Fine.
I came up with that fucking double camera overlay like real last minute for us because we were like way the fuck behind. I like it. I think it looks good. And then like later on we can change it out to like other stuff. We do double camera shots and shit like that. All right, so then characters. Who are the characters?
Rose, she's cool.
I'm bad
She
with
got
names.
her
so.
sword. We got
Rose, who's cool with the
Vance,
sword.
the swashbuckler.
We got who?
Vance.
Vance. He's not a swashbuckler.
Oh.
He's a fucking pirate.
He's a pirate.
He's basically like I wanted him to feel like he'd be part of like that Targaryen clan
Ooh,
or whatever. Not
that's-
Targaryens. They were.
Oh,
What were they?
The
the Valerian clan,
Ah,
right?
yes.
But I hate how they did their hair because it feels so like fake that everybody would just have silver ass hair. It doesn't look that cool. So it's like, no, we're gonna do like a young fucking pirate version of it, right?
There's the half elf, and she's the loner. I don't remember her name.
Eastwin.
Eastwind.
Eastwin. She's a good one. She's a good
There is the bard.
one. Okay.
Who has a underling who is a ranger.
Yeah, and the bard is a noble, and she's not technically his underling, but I mean she's a commoner in his land, so you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know.
I believe there's a rogue.
That is Vance.
Vance is a rogue / fighter.
Wait, then Vance isn't in it. It's the straight up rogue.
Yeah, just straight up.
There's Vance, Eastwin, Rose, Roland, Orana, and Elion are the ones that we've got.
Who won?
Those are the ones that won.
Oh, you did win. Wait. Okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Because
so,
I thought we had the level 2 rogue, and I was like, oh, we don't need this.
so here's the fun part. All of these are designed after character archetypes that you would find in an ensemble cast. So if you were making like a Lord of the Rings kind of movie, these are like the sort of archetypes you would choose. Each of these characters is one of those. But the only reason you know any of that at all is just going to be based on like the character traits that your character has listed. So it doesn't say like you are this thing. It just tells you the sort of shit you tend to do. And then it's kind of up to you to just do that shit, right? So it should be fucking awesome. It should be interesting as
It's
shit.
very, very funny.
I think it's going to be really fucking fun. So
I'm not entertained.
I feel like we should cut it at that tonight. I know that's a short stream, but I feel like that got the information out, and it got the test is the big thing. We were testing the setup tonight, so we've got everything set up in a way that I think I'm pretty happy with it. I might change these camera angles a little bit just to kind of lower them down and have less like overhead
Well,
space.
I would honestly sit. Well, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah, we'll figure
But-
that shit out later. But if you guys have anything else, suggestion-wise or anything like that, fucking hit us up. If you're not playing the D&D game tomorrow and you're not tuning into the stream, fucking come into the studio. You can do whatever. Like, we'll hang out. You'll be here. You'll get to watch us play D&D. You'll get to interact with everybody, including everyone that shows up, which are cool motherfucking people. And then, like, you got pool, foosball. You can learn to play Spellfire, which I highly recommend. It's a great fucking game. It's a D&D card game. Play that shit. And then also, we're going to be doing an Atmosphere Harbingers evening at some point, and we're going to do like an on the TV fucking VHS old school board game night too. So that's coming up. So if you're interested in that, start letting us know so we can plan for it. We tend to end up getting more people than I expected these things. I'm horrible at guessing that stuff. So let us know as soon as you can if you want to be one of the people who's playing that, because we'll probably have to shuffle it through because it's like only 6 at a time and the game can last a little while. So I want to have like at least 3 or 4 groups of people who get to play that thing. It's really fun. So
Yep.
Desmond, anything else?
Nice pants, everybody.
Also, tomorrow we'll be swapping this camera out. This is like one of our old cameras because we had to set up kind of last minute, and we'll be swapping the audio out. So it should sound and look better tomorrow, with the exception of the camera on Desmond. That's one of our 4K cameras. That's actually really nice. I think it looks fantastic, but it is a little fish-eyed. We might want to pull that in tomorrow. So we'll find out. Tune in for that, if nothing else. Camera angles.
Schmangles.
You're welcome, guys.
How many of these are there?
And then, I don't know, maybe after that, we'll start giving away slots on the stream for the 7th character slot, because we're not going to have that character be in next time, but after that, that's going to be the wild card character. So,
Sean's not wearing pants.
I noticed. I have pants on at the moment. I do. Okay. Pants. I'm wearing pants. They have pockets. Did you guys see this? My pants have pockets.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of me.
All right.
So we love you all. We're gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna let you see the grasshopper this time, even though it doesn't actually. I don't know.
Praying mantis.
Praying mantis. Even though
Right.
it doesn't actually fit the current layout for our stream. We're gonna do it anyway. Love you.